They fit in your palm. Some disappear inside a jacket pocket. A few are smaller than your phone. But don't let the size fool you. These are some of the most capable, engineered, and outright surprising firearms ever made. We're not talking about toys. We're not talking about props. Every single one of these is a real, functioning firearm, legally owned by millions of responsible users for self-defense, sport shooting, and survival preparedness. Ruger LCP Max. Most people assume tiny means weak. The Ruger LCP Max destroys that assumption immediately. This micro-compact .380 ACP packs a 10-round magazine into a frame so slim it practically vanishes in your hand. And it shoots with surprising authority for its size. It's engineered for deep concealment, favored by law enforcement professionals as a backup piece, and when carried responsibly, it represents one of the most capable pocket pistols ever designed. Don't let the small footprint trick you. This thing is built to perform when it counts. KEL-TEC P32. This is where things get interesting. The KEL-TEC P32 holds the record as one of the lightest semi-automatic pistols ever manufactured. We're talking under 7 ounces unloaded. It chambers .32 ACP and uses a polymer frame that seems physically impossible to be that light while holding that many rounds. Most people have never even heard of this pistol, yet it's been quietly carried by minimalists and preparedness enthusiasts for decades. It's not flashy, it's just frighteningly efficient. The locked breech design manages .3 and .2 ACP recoil so smoothly that follow-up shots are faster than you'd ever expect from something this small. SEECAMP LWS .32. And then there's this. The SEECAMP LWS .32 is the kind of firearm that makes engineers stop and stare. Built entirely from stainless steel, with no external sights and a double-action-only trigger, it was engineered for one purpose: disappear completely until needed. It's handcrafted in limited numbers, carries a cult following among serious concealed carry practitioners, and has a waiting list that speaks for itself. North American Arms Pug. Here's the crazy part. This one fits in a closed fist. The North American Arms Pug is a stainless steel mini revolver chambered in .22 WMR, that's .22 Magnum. And it delivers real, meaningful energy from a barrel barely over an inch long. It clips to a keychain, drops in a watch pocket, and becomes invisible in your everyday carry. It looks simple, but it's seriously powerful for what it is, and it's a legitimate survival backup tool used by hunters and outdoor enthusiasts worldwide. Smith & Wesson BODYGUARD 2.0. This is where most people get it wrong. They see BODYGUARD and think of the outdated original. The new S&W BODYGUARD 2.0 is a completely reimagined micro-compact .380 with a fiber optic front sight, a textured grip that actually holds under stress, and a crisp trigger reset that rivals pistols twice its size. It's built for those who want maximum portability without sacrificing shootability. Smith & Wesson listened to every criticism of the original and came back with something genuinely hard to put down. SAUER P365. You'd expect this to be weak. It's not. The SIG P365 single-handedly changed the micro-compact pistol market when it launched. It chambers 9mm, full-power 9mm, in a frame so small it was considered impossible before SIG made it real, and it carries 10+1 rounds as standard. Law enforcement, military personnel, and civilians alike have adopted this as a benchmark carry piece. The P365 is the gun that made every other manufacturer go back to the drawing board. TAURUS GX4. But this next one punched straight at SIG's crown. The TAURUS GX4 offers 9mm performance, an 11-round capacity, and a refined ergonomic frame at roughly half the price of its competitors. It's become one of the fastest-selling micro-compacts in the market because it refuses to compromise where it counts: trigger quality, reliability, and concealability. For new carriers and seasoned enthusiasts alike, the GX4 proved that you don't have to spend a fortune to carry something serious. TAURUS didn't cut corners to hit that price point. They rethought the entire manufacturing process. The textured grip frame bites with the kind of aggressive confidence you expect from pistols costing 3 times as much. TAURUS RPC 9mm. Now this is where things get serious. The TAURUS RPC Revolver. Pistol compact is a concept that shouldn't work as well as it does. It's a rimless 9mm revolver that uses moon clips to feed standard pistol ammunition, eliminating the need for rimmed revolver cartridges entirely. You get revolver-level reliability with 9mm ballistics in a compact, carry-ready package. Most people have no idea this exists, and those who do tend to carry nothing else. The moon clips that make this possible are not a weakness. They're actually faster to reload than a standard revolver cylinder, snapping in and out with a satisfying precision that makes speed reloads genuinely competitive. Ruger LCR. Here's a name that commands respect in every room. The Ruger LCR is a lightweight, compact revolver built around an aerospace-grade polymer frame and a stainless steel cylinder, and it fires everything from .22 LR all the way up to .357 Magnum, depending on the variant. KEL-TEC Phi 3AT. And here's the crazy part. This one came before most of them. The KEL-TEC P3AT was the original ultra-thin pocket pistol in .380 ACP, setting the template that dozens of manufacturers would follow for the next 2 decades. It weighs less than 9 ounces, fully loaded, and is thin enough to forget you're carrying it. BERETTA 30X TOMCAT. This looks simple, but it's seriously powerful. The BERETTA TOMCAT is a tip-up barrel pistol, meaning you load the chamber by tilting the barrel forward, not racking the slide. That feature alone makes it invaluable for shooters with limited hand strength, and it chambers .32 ACP from a pistol that fits completely in a coat pocket. KIMBER Micro 9. Now here's where luxury meets lethality. The KIMBER Micro 9 is a 1911-inspired single-action pistol scaled down to near pocket size while still chambering full 9mm. The fit and finish on this firearm is extraordinary. We're talking match-grade components, custom aluminum grips, and a trigger pull that feels like breaking glass. It's carried by professionals who want something that shoots like a full-size competition pistol, but disappears under a suit jacket. Smith & Wesson M&P Shield Plus. This is where most people get it wrong. They think shield means compromise. The M&P Shield Plus carries 13 rounds of 9mm in a frame thin enough for appendix carry, and it shoots with the confidence of a full-size service pistol. The flat-face trigger, fiber optic front sight, and aggressive grip texture make it run fast and accurate in ways that embarrass larger guns. It's the best-selling concealed carry pistol in America for multiple consecutive years. And that's not an accident. ARMORY HELLCAT. You'd expect this to be good. You wouldn't expect it to be this good. The Springfield HELLCAT holds 13 rounds of 9mm in an OSP-ready platform, smaller than most .380s, with an adaptive grip texture that's almost uncomfortable in the best possible way. Springfield's squeezed optics-ready capability, aggressive ergonomics, and military-grade reliability into a pistol that fits a 5-inch pocket. The HELLCAT earned a devoted following not because of marketing, but because it genuinely outperforms its size category at every turn. ECHELON 4.0. And then there's this. The Springfield ECHELON 4.0 is the evolution of the carry pistol concept, a modular, fully optics-ready platform with a central optics mounting system that accepts over 40 different red dot footprints without an adapter. This is full-size engineering shrunk into a carry-friendly package with interchangeable backstraps, a flat-face trigger, and a fit and finish that rivals guns costing 3 times as much. It's the Swiss Army knife of modern semi-automatic pistols, and it's barely larger than a human hand. St. Victor, here's the crazy part. The St. Victor isn't a handgun at all. It's a pistol configuration AR-15, and it turns everything you thought you knew about compact upside down. The St. Victor delivers full 5.56 NATO performance from a platform that's shorter than most carbines, with an M-LOK handguard and adjustable gas system that makes it run with surgical reliability. Used in competitive shooting and as a legally owned home defense tool, the St. Victor is proof that small doesn't mean underpowered in any world. Prodigy Comp. This shouldn't even be possible at this price point. The Springfield Prodigy Comp is a double-stack 1911 chambered in 9mm with a compensator machined directly into the slide, reducing muzzle rise in a way that makes faster follow-up shots feel almost like cheating. It's optics ready out of the box, runs a 17-round magazine, and competes directly with custom race guns costing $4,000 or more. Competition shooters who've put tens of thousands of rounds through the Prodigy Comp describe it as the gun that made them stop shopping for anything else. XDM Elite? Now this is where things get serious accuracy-wise. The XDM Elite is built around a match-grade barrel and a trigger that breaks at a consistent, crisp pull every single time, making it the choice of competitive shooters who need repeatable performance under pressure. It carries 22 rounds of 9mm in a full-size frame, but Springfield also offers it in compact and OSP configurations for those who want that same trigger quality in a carry-ready package. The XDM Elite is the kind of pistol that makes you shoot better not by luck, but by engineering. But here's what separates the XDM Elite from everything else in its class. It's not just accurate, it's mechanically honest. TRP 10mm. Most people have no idea how powerful 10mm actually is. The Springfield TRP in 10mm takes the legendary 1911 platform, arguably the most trusted handgun design in history, and chambers it in a cartridge that generates significantly more energy than standard .45 ACP. Used by hunters pursuing large game, guides in bear country, and competitive shooters in major bore divisions, the TRP 10mm is a precision tool that operates with the confidence of something much larger than its footprint suggests. When used responsibly and within applicable laws, this is one of the most capable semi-automatic pistols ever produced. The TRP takes that same brutal cartridge and wraps it in a forged stainless steel 1911 frame with a match-grade barrel, ambidextrous thumb safety, and a trigger so refined it almost feels unfair at the range. You're not just holding a pistol, you're holding a purpose-built precision instrument that was engineered to stop whatever is in front of it, cleanly and decisively. TAURUS Model 66. And here's the crazy part. Revolvers are back. The TAURUS Model 66 is a .357 Magnum revolver with a 6-round cylinder and a medium-sized frame that balances power with controllability in a way few revolvers can match. It's built with a polished internal mechanism, adjustable rear sights, and the kind of proven, no-nonsense reliability that makes revolver enthusiasts refuse to switch. TAURUS has refined the 66 over multiple generations, and the current version is a legitimate workhorse used in sport shooting, backcountry carry, and home protection across the globe. Because most people underestimate it completely. This cartridge generates muzzle energy that rivals many rifle rounds at close range, punches through barriers that stop lesser calibers cold, and delivers terminal performance that has made it the gold standard for backcountry protection for over half a century. Springfield XDE. This is where most people get it wrong. They overlook hammer-fired guns entirely. The Springfield XDE is a hammer-fired semi-automatic that bridges the gap between traditional ACDA/SA pistols and modern striker-fired designs, offering both external hammer visibility and a decocker for safe carry with a round chambered. It's compact, accurate, and chambered in 9mm with interchangeable backstraps that fit virtually any hand size. The XDE proves that older mechanical philosophies, when executed with modern manufacturing precision, can still compete and sometimes win. HELLCAT Pro. You'd expect the HELLCAT Pro to be just a bigger HELLCAT. It's not. The Pro variant adds a longer grip, a 15-round magazine, and a chassis-based design that dramatically improves ergonomics without meaningfully growing the footprint. Competitive shooters have adopted it as a carry optics division pistol, while everyday carriers love that it shoots like a full size but conceals like a micro. It also ships optics ready with a high visibility front sight that works brilliantly in low light. OSP 10mm. Now this is where things get seriously powerful. The Springfield OSP in 10mm is a full-size semi-automatic pistol built to withstand the demanding pressure curve of the 10mm cartridge, with a match-grade barrel, front slide serrations, and a factory-ready optics cut that accepts most full-size red dot sights. Hunters use it as a sidearm against dangerous game. Competitive shooters run it in major power factor divisions. Backcountry hikers carry it as a last resort against apex predators. The OSP 10mm delivers rifle-adjacent energy from a handgun platform, and it does it consistently, shot after shot. TX-22 line. And then there's this, and it surprises everyone. The Springfield TX-22 is a .22 LR competition pistol that looks and handles like a serious duty firearm, with a threaded barrel, adjustable fiber optic sights, and a crisp match trigger, all in a package that's affordable to shoot and genuinely fun to run fast. Competitive shooters use it to build trigger discipline and speed without the recoil and cost of center fire ammunition. What's extraordinary is the accuracy. The TX-22 will shoot tighter groups than pistols costing 4 times as much. Don't let the .22 caliber fool you. This line is elite. The TX-22 buried that reputation permanently. Its trigger is so dialed in that experienced shooters coming off centerfire competition pistols don't feel like they're stepping down. They feel like they're unlocking a new gear. HELLION? We saved the most surprising for last. The Springfield HELLION is a bullpup rifle chambered in 5.56 NATO, meaning the action sits behind the trigger group, making the overall length dramatically shorter than a traditional rifle while maintaining a full-length barrel for maximum velocity. It ejects from the side, accepts AR-15 magazines, and comes fully ambidextrous out of the box, with folding sights, a Picatinny rail, and a trigger mechanism that's actually usable, something early bullpups famously struggled with. The HELLION is the definition of shockingly capable in a compact form. It looks like something from a science fiction film, and it shoots like a finely tuned precision instrument. This is what the future of compact firearms looks like, and it's already here. The trigger is crisp and consistent, genuinely competitive with traditional rifle triggers that took decades to perfect. The side ejection system works flawlessly for both hands without modification. The overall length is so compact, it handles like a short-barreled rifle while delivering full-length barrel velocity that reaches out with authority at distances that should be impossible for something this size. And there you have it, 25 firearms that prove beyond any doubt that size and power are not the same thing. Whether you're a competitive shooter, a responsible concealed carrier, or simply someone who appreciates extraordinary engineering, the sheer variety and capability on this list is genuinely hard to believe until you hold one.